Hey, this is Greg. Joining me is Damon Gochneaur, my best buddy and managing partner and co-founder of Aspiro Agency. Damon, thanks for coming on this quick check-in with you. Tell me a little bit more about what you're doing at Aspiro right now.
Oh, I appreciate it, Greg. Yeah, our focus really is on helping clients grow their business through digital channels. So whether it be search, whether it be social, whether it be email marketing, we really want to help clients drive more business out of their website using all the digital channels that we have at our disposal.
Who's your ideal client right now?
We're kind of growing, so it's slowly changing. When we began just over a year ago, it was primarily small to medium-sized businesses. And in the last few months, we've seen really because of the way we're able to help with funnel execution and setting up sales funnels throughout medium-sized agencies, our clientele base is slowly growing to larger, medium to large-sized companies, anywhere from 50 employees up to 500.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, hey, I wanted to have you on the show because I know you have PubCon coming up. You're one of the 14 superstars from the Dallas area. They're going to be speaking at PubCon Vegas in October. Your session is on disrupting content marketing, but with disciplined results. Tell us more about that. Tell me more about what you're going to be doing with your co-presenter, and give us a little taste of what your session's going to be about.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I am super excited to head to PubCon Vegas on the heels of PubCon Austin. I'm going to speak with the marketing manager for Microsoft, Jeffrey Cologne. Looking forward to speaking with him. We're going to talk about content marketing, and we're really going to talk about how we use content to disrupt people's behavior. So we don't want to talk about just it's not about just throwing out more, and it's not about more and quantity. We've heard it over and over. It's about quality, and not good content, but great content, and really taking the time to put the user persona research together to identify your target audiences, to come up with clear calls to action, and to make sure all that fits within a sales funnel so that we're using content marketing to drive engagement, to build brand awareness, and then ultimately to convert people at the bottom of the funnel.
Why do you think that this topic is so important right now?
Greg, that's an awesome question. It's specifically because all we hear about in SEO, in organic, even in social is you need more content. You need to be blogging, you need to be infographicing, you need to be creating videos, podcasting, guest blogging, all of these different mediums. But at the end of the day, the one question that I never hear properly positioned is why? Why do we need to do that? And what are we doing with that? So the why, the what, and the who are still super important. And I think that message has kind of been lost in the past year and a half as we've all just started to rally around the content drum.
What are some of the ways that people can figure out the why on their own? That might be things that you're going to talk about in your session, or just things that, experiences that you've had. Hey, how do I figure out the why? What's a good place to start?
I always start with the things that we own already. So hopefully you got Google Analytics installed on your site, and within your analytics is a wealth of information of reasons people are leaving your site. So go find the pages with the highest bounce rate. Those are pages that users aren't engaging with. Go find the pages with the highest exit rate, meaning that was the last page that they visited before they left your session. That's going to be a telltale piece of content as well. At some point we failed in that pathway, and that funnel, we failed to move them down. So let's identify what are some of the other pieces of content that we didn't discuss. Conversely, if we're paying for anything right now through paid search, whether it's through social or it's through AdWords or a more contextual basis, there's a wealth of information within there on content that we could be producing, on pieces and questions that your consumer has that ultimately either your site fails to answer, or for whatever reason, we're not getting in front of that audience.
What's your favorite tool that you use right now that you think gives you the biggest bang for your buck, is the easiest to use, produces a whole lot of return, whether it be an output or from a monetary perspective? What's your favorite tool right now in digital marketing?
I'm still a big fan of some of the classics. For reporting, I love Slido. We use Slido to report for all of our clients. That's an amazing piece. So if you're doing any client reporting at all, save yourself hours, spend a little money, get something in there to do it well. And then for content specifically, I'm a guy that doesn't like to try to reinvent wheels. So most of the time, if we're not winning in our space or in our industry or in our vertical, someone is. And so I want to look to them for influence. I want to look to my peers and look to the guys that are beating me to figure out what they're doing. So I still love SEMrush. SEMrush is a great tool. It can be a little bit pricey if you don't have enough clients to kind of make up for it, but it's still only maybe $100, $200 a month. And the data that it gives me on what other sites rank for, what paid search, what terms they're going after, organically, I can stick a specific term in there and get all the different people that rank for that term already, so that I can start to get an idea of, if I'm going to create content, is there a chance I can actually get that content ranked? Is it a viable option? If not, then why am I investing time producing content that I'm never going to get ranked? Let's go produce content for some longer tail keywords. Let's find other places that we can produce the content and try to get it on. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So for those watching, you may not know this, Damon was recently named one of PPC's rising stars. He is knocking out of the park with his own agency. He's killing it on the speaking circuit. Damon, how do people find you so they can come get you to come speak at their event or help them with their business?
I appreciate it, Greg. Aspiro Agency, ASPIRO agency.com. That's my website. My Twitter handle is @Damon Gochneaur. That's a miserable one. Look for @Damon G and you'll find me. Thank goodness for that. And then Instagram, just @Damon Gochneaur as well.
Great. Thanks for the check-in. Good luck at PubCon, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Greg. Have a great one.
All right.
That was awesome, dude.